Hey everybody, this video is for you guys so you can have a quick demo on how to do the rhythmic word composition. This is your second project and you are going to be recording into Soundtrap while focusing on the concept of rhythm. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring up our class website here, and then over on the left under Unit 2 in Rhythm, under the Time section is project number 2. You're going to click on that and it's going to bring you to this page. All right, so project instructions, and you guys can read this on your own. But the first thing that you're going to do is just click here to go to the new project in Soundtrap. So you're going to click that and it's going to bring you to this new page. Get that out of there so you don't need it. And what's going to happen is I'm going to hit discard because I don't want anything here, and it should just be a blank canvas for you guys. And you're going to select add new track. All right, and it's going to be a voice track this time. Okay, and then the next thing I want you to do is, you can see here, we're going to select the sound that we want. I want you guys to select dry because I don't want any effects on the sound here. And then the other thing we're going to do is come over here. You're probably going to end up using your default like Chromebook microphone. I'm only using the Snowball mic because that's what I'm using to make this presentation. So I'm just going to keep it the same. All right. And then the other thing that I want you to do is you're going to come up to settings, and we're doing all this before we record, is you're going to see this monitoring section. Okay, when you go to record and make that enabled, it says, yes, I'm using headphones. I want you to come up here, and you can probably even hear right now the echoing, and what it's doing is sending a signal of what's going into my microphone back to me, and I do not want that to happen. So I'm going to click this, and it gets rid of that echo. All right, and you also won't hear that in the recording. So monitoring has been disabled. You can see it, it's off. And we should be ready to record. So right before we record, let's go back here, and you're going to turn off your count in and metronome, and you're just going to record yourself saying 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want you to leave space in between each word, and this is to make sure that you don't have anything going on between it. You won't say it too fast, and later we're gonna chop this up. We're going to show you how to do that, eliminate the dead space, and then show you what to do for this composition. But since I've been making a lot of these videos and my daughter has been watching me do this, she wants to do the recording. Besides, her voice is way sweeter than mine anyway. So Haley's going to come up here, and our mic is set, our metronome is off, there's no count in, and she's going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 recording. All right. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're going to hit stop, and then we're going to X out of this. Thank you, Haley. And we're going to go back, and we're going to go listen to it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect. So what we're going to do now is, this is the next direction that you guys are going to see here on the website. It says, once you've created, or when you were done, split the audio region. That's Command E if you're on a Mac, which I am, but if you're on a Chromebook and you're using Windows, that's Control E. And what we're going to do is eliminate the dead space. So let's go back to the project here. We're going to zoom in quite a bit. All right, and you can see each waveform. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the track, bring the playhead here, and just hit Command E. If you don't want to do that and you want to come up here and split it, you can do that, and you can, and I'll show you over here. I'm going to go here, select. You can come up to edit and hit split region here. The shortcut is just quicker. Okay, so we'll use that for the sake of using it. Go back here, and I'm going to go a little quicker. Command E. We now have 4 separate regions. And what we're going to do is we're going to trim them up. And you want to make sure that your snap to grid is off. All right, I'm gonna show you that right here. We do not want snap to grid on because that's gonna limit our ability to trim these up and make it nice and clean, okay? So keep going. All right. And if you want, we can do this a little later, we can zoom in even tighter on this and make sure that we got all the dead space out that we need, okay? So let's go back here to the beginning. We're gonna zoom in on this. Oops, that's the wrong way. A little more. You can see we did a pretty good job of this, all right? Let's go over, so let's hear what that first one sounds like.
1.
We can even get rid of the ending here a little bit.
1.
Yep, perfect. Okay, let's go to this next one. We're still zoomed in. There's a little bit there and a little bit left on the end that we can see.
2.
I got
3.
rid of too much on the beginning there, didn't I?
2.
Good, we'll leave
3.
that.
2. 3. 4.
Yeah, I can handle that. Good. So let's zoom back out. And the idea of this composition is that you're going to copy and paste each section, okay? So what you're gonna do is copy 1, and then you're gonna always make sure that 1 lands on 1. Now you don't have to do it every time, but the idea is that each number should land on its corresponding beat. So if you're gonna use 1, it has to land on a 1. If you're gonna use 2, it has to land on 2, and so on and so on. 3 will land on 3, 4 will land on 4. And you're going to move them around and create a composition. So as you're doing this, just for the sake, we're gonna, oops, I did not want to do that. Let's make sure that's still okay.
1.
Yep, good. So we're gonna move this to 1, all right? And then you can move these all around, and you might want to name them. In fact, that's probably a good idea. So if we zoomed in, all right, you can edit the name, okay? We're gonna call this one 1, okay? We're gonna call this one 2, and I'm not gonna name all these right now, but you can at least see what I'm doing here. So we have 1, all right? And it's telling you, if you zoom in here really quick, it's telling you where the beats are, which is super helpful to moving these things around. So you're gonna wanna zoom in nice and close, because if I have 1 and I have 2 over here, we're gonna move that right here, okay? And this is where we can use snap to grid, okay? So that's gonna help snap that into number 2 there, all right? And for the example, let's just name it. I know I said I wouldn't, but it doesn't take long. Okay, we're gonna bring this all the way back here, and we're gonna snap that in to number 3, okay? And then go all the way back here. It looks like all the way, but it's not far at all. This is 4. We're gonna drag that, okay, to 4. So if we turned on our metronome, and let's pick a slightly slower tempo. Let's go with 88. Would you like to adjust the data to match your new tempo? No, I don't want you to do that, all right? And what we're gonna do is hit play.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and if we were to turn on the metronome, and I don't like that clave sound, that's kind of annoying, but I do like the click sound. I'm gonna go back here. I'm sorry if you're hearing noise in the background. We're doing homeschooling, right? So we'll stop it, we'll head back, and you'll hear this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome, so that's how you do it. Just know that if you wanted to use only number 1 in a measure and leave 2, 3, 4 out, you can do that. But you are free to make your composition. Now we're gonna go back and check. And once you have created the rhythm, you can change your vocal presets. Okay, so just a quick demo on that. If you wanted this one, you wanted to edit, all right, you can go to voice transform. You can change it. You can change the pitch and make it higher or lower. You can use auto tune. You can change the character. There's all like robot, alien, you know, baby. I mean, you can make all of these different sounds with your voice and have a little fun with this. So maybe you just make it sound different each measure, or you have a theme, or it keeps getting higher and higher or lower and lower, or each number has a different pitch and it correlates to just what you want. All right, but that's an option for you to do. And then the last thing, you need to add at least one track to your project. That can be a drum loop or any other kind of loop software instrument, or you can experiment with Soundtrap's Beat Maker, but we're going to be doing a lot more of that in the next unit. Once you're done, you're going to hit save, and you can come over here and label this 1, 2, 3, 4 vocal. All right, and then we're good. Hope that we're good with that. You're going to share that back to me and put that in Google Classroom, and you should be good to go. So save it, 1, 2, 3, 4, last name. That's how we'll do it, and then you will be fine. And if you guys have any questions, you know, please do not hesitate to call me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.